The Central Club.
What's going on, people? Welcome to the Central Club. This episode is brought to you by Reinspire Printing, Altai Mountain, Shilajit and Weekend Defender. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the club, and hit the bell button to be notified of future content. So, this is a bit more of a serious subject, something that is still ongoing, but it's something that I've really wanted to come on and talk about. Unfortunately, we couldn't get family members to come on because, as you can imagine, it is a very stressful time, and, you know, they're very anxious, understandably. But luckily, although we need a lot more help and awareness and support, we do have a little team, a dedicated team of people who are helping search for the missing person, who is Charlene Hobbs. You might have seen that I've done a few videos over the last couple of months talking about it. Charlene Hobbs, I knew her personally. I had some sort of relationship with Charlene over the years, back in my past life, and she was a lovely girl. Yeah, she might have had a few flaws like we all have in life, but nobody deserves to go missing. Nobody deserves to be treated or forgotten about the way I feel Charlene has. So Charlene Hobbs has been missing for a number of months now, coming up to a year. This was back last year in the summer. And myself and someone who's been supporting and involved in the searches is here with me now. Cherie?
Hi. Yeah, Cherie, it is. You were gonna say, is it Sherry or Cherie? Yeah, Cherie, you said it.
I'm you, Cherie. And we just want to have we're just going to have a little chat about it.
Yeah.
And hopefully from this, we can raise awareness and get some other people to be involved.
Yeah, and that's what the aim, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the end of the day. We've been searching for Charlene through the help of the medium Rochelle, a few of us that are from the area, which she was pinpointing. So this is how we've all come together. But unfortunately, there hasn't been many to help with that search. So this is why myself, I've been doing call outs on social media, through the radio show, and this is why I'm here today with you. So we can try and get some more people involved and help find Charlene, because we need it. We need the help.
Yeah, like, so you're on Radio Cardiff, aren't you, yourself? So, you know, that's great that you've been able to promote her on there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, us coming on here will help as well. I just find it really sad that
It is.
she's being forgotten about. We see this. I've never been in a time where I've seen so many people missing, to be honest.
One person after another, and you can't keep up. You can't keep up, and you want to help with every single one. And, you know, as you know, we all got busy lives and that. And I'm fortunate enough to be able to give some of my time now to help find Charlene. I just wish I could do that with every single person that has gone missing. But like I said, there's not many of us trying to look for Charlene, and this is why it's really, really important that we get the word out and get as many people to help as possible.
I think as well, the reason why we're trying to put so much focus on the Charlene thing is because although people have been missing over the last year or so, a lot of them have been found.
Yeah.
She still hasn't been found.
And it seems like a lot bigger campaigns for them to be found have happened, and, you know, is obviously due to a lifestyle, which is, I feel, it's heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking. And I'd want somebody to look for me regardless of my lifestyle. You know, nobody deserves that. So, yeah, it is. It's been kind of end of the razor. You know, you'll see a post now and again to help, you know, let's find Charlene, but that would be it. There would be no kind of team together and an actual mission to find her until recently. So, yeah.
Yeah. Then it's like, you know, when I first heard about it, I was naturally like, oh, she's hiding. She's on the run.
Yep.
And basically doesn't want to hand herself in yet. And her family are putting it up as missing. But I think it's gone a bit too long for that now. Yeah, Charlene used drugs, but like you said, that shouldn't define someone who is still a human being. Who should still be having the same energy and and care for the same way we did with Jay Slater in the summer.
Yeah.
The same way we have with other people who have been missing and have had massive efforts pushed to find them.
Exactly, yeah.
When I done a video earlier on in the last year, just before Christmas and stuff, let's say, there was quite a lot of leads. What I want to do now is just try and get away the myths, because a lot of people still come up with some of these myths.
Well, they will as well, won't they?
And like one of the things that we heard early on was she's been spotted in Ely quite a lot. And we found out that was actually not Charlene. It was another girl who looked very similar to her.
There is a few girls that look so much like Charlene.
And when you use drugs and you are
kind of do start looking similar. Yeah. So that is it. Just takes time away from the focused searches, running around all these different areas looking.
I think it's amazing that people have phoned up and took that effort to do that. But I think, for us to because there's probably people watching this now who still actually thinks, well, she was probably seen in Ely, so.
No, she didn't come home to see her kids on Christmas. That's a big, big sign. And I think that's very, very, very telling. So when it comes to, maybe she was on the run, I think all of that can be dispelled when she didn't go home at Christmas to see her kids. And I think that just cements it for me.
Yeah, and another one which I don't believe, and I truly think, especially now with the most recent update by the police, they would have done their search by this talk of Charlene. I've heard Charlene's in jail under another name. Yeah.
Like, what is that about?
Yeah, like that sounds to me like that. That would be crazy.
Yeah,
and there's no way because I remember thinking one time before, I wonder if I could go in as a different name. There is no way in a million years that you could get arrested. First of all, if you've been arrested under a different name,
your fingerprints have been taken anyway, regardless if you've been arrested under a different name.
Well, if you're making up a different name, that person's wanted in the first place. You can't be wanted if you're not a real person.
Exactly.
If Charlene was wanted or something, she would have got arrested. They would have known as Charlene. You go into the police station, you get processed, fingerprints, tattoos, everything. Like the photo that's being paraded on Charlene.
Yeah.
They would have done the tattoo photos and stuff. Then you go to court. So that's another page you've got to go through. And then after court, you go into prison where she's probably on the system anyway.
Yeah. In a false name. It's like, come on, we got to get real. Yeah. And that's the thing. I think a lot of people are obviously trying to hold on to hope as well.
Yeah.
But we have got to be realistic. It's been since July, 24th. And so far, no leads. So, that's why we need such awareness for this. We just need your help, guys. We're going to be searching on Sunday.
Yeah.
And we're all going to be meeting in the Dunleavy
Drive, yeah.
The car park, Grangemore car park. We're going to be at 11:30. We need so many people. If you're watching this now and you're going to be around on Sunday, even for half an hour, we'll need your help. My mum's going to be there with flasks of hot water for pot noodles and make sure everyone is fed and watered with energy, ready to go. We'll have gloves, things for people if they haven't got it, So we just really, really, really need more people than we've had. We literally, I think it was about 7 of us.
I seen the message last week. I came in the afternoon and I saw you said you was disappointed.
Yeah.
And I just want to say a big shout out to those who have been involved.
They've been
Vicky,
amazing.
Kyle, Jamie, obviously Rochelle, Lindsay, yourself, Macy, Lindsay's daughter, and then you have the others who are in the group who care, who probably had other relatives who have been missing and have been found. I do want to talk quickly about Rochelle and the situation over the because I find it fascinating.
And me.
Like a lot, and the fact the police are listening to, cooperating with her as well shows that they are listening. Now, for anyone who don't know, Rochelle is a medium, and a lot of people will swear by and stand by. She was the reason why I'd say 3 or 4 people that I know who went missing had been found. Yeah. Would you say the same thing?
Yes.
What would you say about Rochelle?
I would. Well, I came across Rochelle actually before she started working on cases in Cardiff. She was working on the Nicola Bully case on TikTok.
Right.
So she was very popular on TikTok. She do attract a lot of trolls and stuff. So then the incident, which was awful, happened with the Cardiff 5 kids when they went missing. So when people were searching, she was giving pinpoints, they were searching there, and then that's how they ended up finding them. And
This is
and
a
there's
fact.
been many cases.
She was
since then.
close to the.
Yeah. Everything she described, I was there when she first described it. So then obviously people from Cardiff are going, that sounds like here. And then doing their Google Earth like they do, you know, the screenshots. And it's like, that description looks exactly like where they found them, actually. So they were looking around there. And that's why I've got so much. And obviously with the things that we know, I just feel like about Charlene and the circle she was in, the fact that Rochelle is saying to search the places that we are searching, and she's not from Cardiff, you know, she just wouldn't know these
she could Google Earth stuff.
but she wouldn't even know the things.
And there was the one in, was it one in Llanedin she was pretty close with as well? Like another one who was missing for a long time. She helped find him as well. There was a man, Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie was saying about that. And then also there's one in Newport as well. I think she's a part of
it. So many.
So like, but what the way I came into this. So my friend was missing just before Christmas for a bit, and she was involved helping in that. And one of the places I thought she was describing, I looked. He was in that location. He was in another park, right? But people were saying all over Cardiff, and she was saying that it's in Fairwater. And when I look at the locations, she was saying now back to where he was actually found. She was pretty. If you look at it another way,
pretty close.
She was pretty close,
right?
But obviously, there's people out there who probably, family members especially, who probably don't like that because, you know, different locations and like, oh, you know, she's not going to get it right every time, is she? But what sealed the deal for me was, so I've been given, like, I'm not going to speak loudly on this, obviously, because it's an active case.
Yeah.
But there's some things that I've been told that I feel are quite valid. And I spoke to Rochelle after getting this. So it's not like some people would probably listen to what Rochelle's saying and then try and find.
Fix the,
yeah. What I did was, the information that I had that I knew she didn't know, I asked her, and she was bang on. She was bang on, like scarily close, like, you know, to these things that she would never have known.
Yeah.
So when she's saying the points we're searching now, it does seem very, very plausible.
Definitely.
Promising.
It does. And I think that's the first thing we both said about that. Is like, what we know about Cardiff, the areas she's telling us to search is definitely, like you said, plausible. But I think the thing is with Rochelle, she is a medium, and family members will probably be standoffish to work, because if she's a medium and she's communicating, that means they're no longer with us. And then that's something that they've got to try and work through without even having that closure until they're actually found and what happened to them.
It's almost in a way violating, isn't it? Because it's like it's you're being exposed, and like in a way where, you know, because of social media, that is the case. We see it all the time. People on social media find out about their kids' death before they do.
Yeah,
it's like a very violating feeling, and I understand that.
Yeah,
I think she's a good-hearted.
She's just trying to help for sure. Yeah. And she's clearly got a gift, and she's using a gift for that. And you can tell, like, she's helping so many different cases at the same time.
Yeah,
and she's not asking for money off anybody. So, you know, she does do paid readings like most mediums does. But when it comes to searching for missing people, she does that off her own back.
Yeah.
Or when enough people are calling, can you please help and try and find this missing person for us? So it's only when people are actually really asking for her help that she'll get involved. I don't really see her just going, oh, I'm going to, you know, try and find them. I think is when people ask for her help, then she will get involved. And especially, she said she felt a special connection now with Cardiff, how they all welcomed her after finding the kids. And she just felt like, you know, I'm an official Cardiffian now, she said. So she will help as many cases as she can in Cardiff.
Yeah, it must be a wild thing to go through,
Yeah.
being a medium and going through all these things, because I've even heard her talk and you can hear the emotion going through. Now, I know a lot of people out there who are skeptical will say, bullshit. Oh, she's a liar. She's just, well, no, like you said, she's not asking for money in any of this. What have she got to gain out of it, apart from the stress she gets? And she
it
gets
is a lot of stress. Yeah.
The trolling, you know.
And like I
It's a lot
said,
of trolling.
simultaneously, she is working on cases. It's not just one. I think she's working on like 3. Who was just found? There was someone who was just found.
The one in Newport again.
Yeah, yeah. And now I think she's helping with the Mark case as well.
Yeah, another Cardiff.
Yeah. So as well as the Charlene case. So it must be so tiresome. And we're just so grateful.
Yeah, and to be fair,
for any tips, isn't it?
And it was what I think it was Kyle Oja. I can't remember who said it to me on the search last week, but it was so true. They said to me, "Do you know what though? Do you know even if she's not accurate, she's got us off our asses to go and look."
Yeah.
And that's for that.
Exactly.
I thank her.
Yeah.
Because it is making you want to look. It's
exactly.
making you, well, let's have a look. She's, you know, and even if she's wrong, we're looking because no one else is. No one else is. So, you know, we would like to think, you know, Sunday we'll be going out there and people can join at 11:30 at Grangemore down by Cardiff Bay. But if nothing prevails, this is going to be a continuous thing now, isn't it? Where we're going to go
until we find something that is of significance anyway.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are like, why there? Why not, you know, the last place? We're actually going by Rochelle's signpostings and stuff. So that's why.
But from the information that we've also got,
it coincides.
Sally is like, we can't let this go turn.
Yeah.
But we got to search this before anywhere
move
else.
on anywhere else.
Yeah.
And that's, I totally agree there. Yeah.
So yeah, like obviously, if anyone can come on that day, great. But also, like, if any of you, we're not the police, but if any out there does have any information, I know it's horrible, right?
Yeah.
Because if you know something, you could put yourself at risk. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. And, you know, this grass culture, I've grew up, you know, living on the street, you know, living
if anyone knows.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, but like what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong.
Exactly, that's it.
And her family are devastated, and think of her kids and just humanity itself.
That's
it.
You know, she's a human being and we need closure. The family need closure and so does she. She deserves it.
Mm. Is there anything else you would like to say to the people before we go about it? Is there anything else?
If you can't make it Sunday, please join the Charlene Missing group on Facebook to keep up to date with any of the searches that we're doing. So if you can't make it Sunday, there will be others that you can join and help us make a difference.
Yeah. Mum, you want to say anything? She's been out on the search.
I know Mum's been on the search as well. Do you want to let everyone know what you're going to go in on Sunday?
Hot drinks, tea, coffee, hot noodles, snacks.
Yeah. Oh.
No one ate last week.
No, I know. And they were out. So Mum's going to be providing coffee, food, sandwiches, like so. Yeah. Thank you very much. You don't have to do that. And that's a very, very kind thing for you to do.
Yeah, exactly. Sister.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, hopefully we can bring Charlene home. We're not going to stop until we do so.
Come on, Cardiff.
Yeah. Let's get everyone together.
Come on.
Do you know what I mean?
Make us proud.
Yeah.
Because I know we got it in us. So come on.
Yeah. Till next time, guys, stay central.
The Central Club.
It's like, what?